Hello people, how we doing out there? First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG, Infusion Light Energy Gain Screens. Whew. So, I don't know why it didn't dawn on me before about how much light did the fluorescent lights pick up in here. How bright is the office? Now, the lux meters don't register in here. They don't pick up at all. They cancel out in here. And in here, sometimes I'll get headaches because I have these yellow glasses. I bought them from being up on the monitor. That's why I have them. But eventually, I do wear them in here from time to time because it helps me with the lighting we have in here. And I knew the lighting was in here was bright because when I first saw it, I was like, wow, a lot of lighting. So, finding out that these lights are around 4 feet per light, and each one basically produces 3,000 lumens for each fluorescent light. We have a set of 4 for each square, which brings us to 6,000 for each square, and altogether it's 24,000 lumens that are striking. That's why that would explain the headaches. I've gotten used to it now. Been here for a while, I've gotten used to the lighting. I do wear the glasses from time to time, but it's nothing that hurts me or anything whatsoever. Most I'll get out of that is the headache. That's basically about it. But I don't have the lights on all the time in here. I just got it partially lit like I have right now. Because it gets too bright in here. Anytime I do lighting, unless I'm doing some demonstrations or stuff like that, that's when I have the lights on. People come over and we have the lights on. So my environment is literally kicking more light than, of course, the average home. Average home doesn't have 24,000. And mine, the way these lights are made, they are 3 inches from the ceiling. So they're right on top of us. That's why I call them the UFOs. In fact, we got projectors in here that can operate at 50 to 300. And ones on the desk are closer to the 24,000. Because they're right on top of the desk. They're actually closer. And they can operate on our technology. Speaks volumes about the technology we make. I'm about to build this whole system to push my screen up next to those lights. 24,000. I saw that, I was like 3,000 for each one? Sheesh. You got 4 of them in each one of those squares? Yeah, that explains the headache. And it caused me no, my vision is really good. Anyway, I can read from here and there. Besides, I've been walking in front of projectors and monitor all my life since I've been working in this business. The highest I've ever walked in front of was 7,000 lumens. It's the highest projector. We passed that. That's the reason why when I look up, I can't really stare for a long time. Yeah, I guess so. Surprised I didn't pick up a tan in here. We got tan salon in here. But I love it. I wouldn't trade for anything in the world. I freaking love it. Because, I'd rather be in an environment where we got intense lighting because that gives me the opportunity to build better stuff than trying to figure out ways how to dodge the light and get around it, which is something you don't want. Like I said, IWA, when they were talking about their setup and why their screens were actually browning out, because they look like they're browning out, and they said, well, it's not our fault. We got these lights over top. Your lights are freaking like 18 to 20 feet up in the air. And you're complaining about lights in that environment? Yeah, operating here. We're way over that. So the 2 things people are used to seeing when it comes to projection setups, a lot of light in the environment. That's one thing they're not used to seeing, especially outside demonstrations. And they're not used to seeing screens maintaining their color and contrast while they're in these high-powered environments. They expect the normal for the screen to wash out. That's why people accept the forward-looking screens, because that's the normal. So they bump into our product and they realize that's not normal. It doesn't have to be the normal. We can change that. This will also be a challenge, by the way, for the naysayers. We expect to have this completed. I'll put a link where I got my lights from. Amazon, pick them up. Make sure they're cold and not warm. Of course, you can't miss that because they only sell those cold anyway. And we expect to do the same thing we do. Boy, Grace can have a rough time up there. Grace has a rough time with a cell phone flashlight. Can you imagine next to those lights up there? 24,000. I'm so happy. That means now we get the new workspace. I'm gonna have to build a room. I got an electrician. I'm an electrician up at City Hall. So we're gonna have to build over 24. And I gotta see. Gotta find out. That's why when I see people sitting up there, you little lights in corners and lights sprinkled behind the back of the screen, and you really got a nerve to be on YouTube talking about, oh, this is ambient light rejection. Yeah, stop lying. Cut that nonsense out. I had a conversation. It's interesting the people I have conversations with on YouTube, not those guys that can't back it up. I mean, actual people that do that. I had the one guy who does a demonstration. We had a little light in the corner and a little window open. It says, look, we got ambient light. I actually met him on Facebook. I was on one of his posts. And I had explained to him, dude, that's not ambient light rejection technology. You have no light in the environment at all. He said, but there is light in the environment. See, there's the problem. Because there's light in the environment, it can be a birthday candle in a corner somewhere. Because there's light in the environment, they consider that to be ambient light rejection because there's light in the environment. That's why when I talked to somebody at Projector Central, they sat there and said ambient light rejection has just been ruined. Because people have been doing the most dinkiest, fakest demonstrations, have a little light way back over there in the corner, come out, look, because there's light in the environment, this is making contact with the screen. If y'all don't cut that nonsense out, really, that's just so fake and phony. You have to have actual lighting in the environment making contact with the screen. I've seen people set up projection screens where they have condensed lighting behind the screen. Behind the screen and go, oh look, it's ambient light rejection. Well, part of that's making contact with your screen. And then the lights up here in the front that could hit the screen are turned off. I watched in one demonstration, they showed all these lights on. The minute they turned the projector on, all the lights went off. Come on, man. You don't have ambient light rejection technology. If you're doing those shenanigans at the day, you don't have ambient light rejection. That's not ambient light rejection. Condensed lighting, my personal favorite. Lights way out in the middle, the center, far away from the screen. Screen sitting underneath of a cliff because it's tucked into the wall. Saying, look, we got ambient light. Don't point up there. I swear, I'm the person you do not want in your booth. Come on, where's the lighting at? What are you pointing at? Those all the way up there, that's not touching your screen. I will pull a floodlight out and blast your screen with that baby like this is lighting on your screen. But that's too much. That's obsessive lighting. There's no such thing as obsessive lighting. Because if you got used to introducing your technology to extreme lighting, then you're going to have problems. You can't go everywhere you think you can go. You can't be in here. How would you work in here? I come to your company. I've said this on YouTube. I come to your company, go to buy your product. I'm not changing my projector. I'm not buying a more expensive machine. I'm sticking with what I have right here. I'm not dimming and darkening my environment. How are you going to operate in my environment? Because you can't. Because the little tricks and bells and whistles you like to use in your demonstration, it ain't going to work here. We're not using ambient light controlled environments. That's not going to happen. We're not redirecting light anywhere in the environment. Again, controlled, we're not doing it either. And I'm not going to upgrade to a more expensive projector in order to be to accommodate your screen. You're going to use what we have in this environment. So how does that work? It doesn't. And you have nothing to sell me. And then we move on. We move on. They're like, but sure, I said good day. I said good day. Hey, you got nothing to give to me. Hey guys, so how is grade paints? Show me how your grade paints will work in here. How would it work? No. Okay. Can't use it for anything. Nothing you can't use it for. Not a thing. None of these projectors will function on it. It's a waste of my time. I painted 100. Boy, I swear, if I didn't make screen paint and I bought that stuff and I painted in this screen right here, that it's dual 116 screens, and my lights came on and that screen washed out. Oh yeah, I don't know how that other customer's dealing with it. Mind you, he had an Optima long throw. Jamie had an ultra short throw. His distance though was way shorter than his, so his screen would have been in state intact just a little bit, much better than the long throw. Long throw did horrible in that demonstration. The guy didn't have a cheap projector. He had a very good one too. Bet you he didn't get his money back on exchange, and he probably get nothing at all because he landed on his property, right? And he opened it up, which we all saw. So, yeah. Build a screen to the ceiling. Turn on all the lights. I'm excited about this. I'm so excited. Next year, you know what you remind me of? You remind me of a drop ship. That's what you remind me. You know drop ships are, right? Halo, they have the ship they drop out, plummet is 100 miles an hour as they're going down, descending to the earth, and then the boosters come on and it takes off. Go through a drop ship. You strike me as the kind of person that would cry on the way down. You don't seem like a person that would sleep through it or laugh or have fun with it, be excited about the whole entire thing. You strike me as the kind of person that would cry through the whole entire trip. They're noobs. They're just starting out. Because the person that did hundreds and thousands of drops, they're not bothered by that. They even been through the worst of the worst. That drops with that crash, you've been through it all. To them, it's just it's just a drop. That's all it is to them, because they're used to doing it. But a person doing it for the first and second time, they're freaking out. I see it when I fly. When I fly back and forth, people out there, they'd be nervous. You see them, their legs would be shaking and everything. They're scared to death. But the good thing about, at least they're on the plane. I mean, conquering their fear, so that's good, you know. But they're scared to death. I sleep through them. Look out the window, and that's basically about it. I'm knocked out. By the time I'm waking, like, we're here, like, okay. Good. I find it comfortable. Especially when they pressurize. Pressurization is comfortable. I like it. Took a massage. Just feel like a big warm hug before you land. Yeah. Besides, if it crashes up in the I'm going back home. I'm good. And some people are terrified of planes. They're terrified. They're like the type that would be scared to death on the drop. You know why? Because you don't challenge your product. You cut those corners, man. You cut those corners. You gotta be doing demonstrations like this. Is what your customers are expecting to see. That's why they gotta tear us down. You know why? Because customers are expecting to do the same thing we do. You ain't getting around this one. I'm gonna blast this thing everywhere. You see what happens when I load something on YouTube? It's gonna go everywhere. So we're going to be doing this demonstration. We're going to push this thing up to the ceiling. I'm going to blast this thing everywhere. I told you in the day, if you bottom line can back something up, you're going to show it off as much as you can. You're going to show it off. I remember we used to do, when we did rollerblading, and people used to go down the art museum backwards, down the stairs. So a lot of stairs go down. I went down forward because I didn't trust backwards. I'd rather go down forward than go down backwards. They thought I was crazy to go down forward. I thought they were crazy going down backwards. At least I could see where I'm going. At the end of the day, you guys are going down backwards and you're crazy at the end of the day. But anyway, we were all out there, sitting out there, and one of my friends, Josh, has a date that night, or later on that day. He's after the hockey game, he has a date. And we all came back from the cityscape, we're all sitting out there talking. And sure enough, here comes Josh with his date and his rollerblades, and he went right down the side of this hill. And he went, and I was like, Josh, you bring your date out here? He said, yeah. She didn't believe me. I told her I can do the art museum stairs backwards, and she didn't believe me. Yeah, people will back it up. So he was on a date. He wasn't too far from where he lived downtown anyway. He went to his place, got his skates, suited up. He had a suit on and everything. Suited up and went down these stairs. It was hilarious. And she was blown away by it, like, wow. And you thought she was just talking trash. You know, people hit the stairs all the time backwards. Yeah, I told you I could do it. You're like, wow, this is making crazy. Yeah, if you can do it, you're going to do it. You can do it hundreds and hundreds of times, whatever. He does the stairs every day, goes down those stairs backwards. There's Josh going down the stairs. There's Josh going down. There's Josh going down the stairs. Josh is always going down the stairs. So, yeah, he went to go prove it to her. The next day comes up, we're all playing hockey. I'm like, how did that event pop up? He said, we're in the store eating, we're in the restaurant eating. These guys that blew by skating on South Street. And she always said, I always want to know how to rollerblade. He said, I rollerblade. That's what I do. I skate and all this stuff. He said, you skate? Yeah, I'm really good. I actually go down the upper stairs backwards. I do it all the time. And she was like, yeah, right. You're just talking trash. He was like, really? You think I'm talking trash? Okay. He went to his apartment. He got his skates. He popped up. We're all out there chilling after the skate. He popped up with a suit on. I said, what the freak are you doing here? I thought you were on a date. He said, nah. He thinks I can't go down the stairs. I'm like, okay, guess she's going to find out. You went right down the stairs. Ended up teaching her how to rollerblade. Because, you know, people talk trash. We want to back it up. We gotta back it up. Oh, man. I love backing stuff up. That's why we do so many tests. We like to back it up. Come on, heating gun, heat. I want to build this giant tower to the ceiling with the lights on at 24,000 lumens. Gee whiz. 24,000 lumens. I don't even know that, but never even had a projector that powerful before. Well, again, that would explain the headaches. That definitely would explain the headaches. Definitely would explain the headaches. Definitely. I saw the house, every house that I saw, I got it because of something involving a lot of light. If the house was too dark, I didn't go near it. I needed a house that had a lot of light in it. The house, so I looked at so many different places, and all of them were too dark. They had enough windows and enough lights. One for me. And the house and the house over in the first one I rented on August Street had 2 large ceiling fans, lights right there. I was like, this is perfect. I couldn't care less about the kitchen. There's a nice kitchen though, I was like that, but those lights where they're at, that's where I put my screen at. The house I got over in Peach Street, the house over there had a big, that's why I put the 200-inch screen in over there. Light right there on top of that wall. That was perfect. Did one over there. From Peach Street, I moved over to 69th Street. Over on 69th Street, I went over there, and they had a condensed lighting right on top of the wall. I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely want this one. Got that one too. And then the house over in Haventown had windows. Every house was littered with windows. I was like, oh yeah, we definitely want this one. Yeah, I got places based on the wall size, and I got places based on the lighting. I like a lot of lighting in my environment. Now, when I came in here, and I was picking out my office, all the other offices had windows. But the lighting in there, it was okay. It's not, I need a lot of lighting for our screens. I was like, no, I need a super amount of light. So I picked out the first one, which was on the bottom floor, and the lighting was nice, had 2 windows, but it wasn't bright enough. Not for what we wanted. We could easily kick off there with no problem whatsoever. It was easy. But when I came in here and they turned these lights on, I was like, oh, wow. And I was like, this is nice. I like it. I fell in love with this area. This is perfect. And then later on, as I'm doing the research on these fluorescent lights in here, I find out they're 3,000 a pop. We're sitting in 24,000 lumens of light. That's a lot of light for one of our screens to be struck by. So mind you, when I say this, and people are like, oh, let's see if it's going to happen. When we go to court and you made a statement about this technology we have over here in your dark apartment, by the way, dark apartment. I'm using 24,000 lumens in here, and that screen was able to fire up and here in eco mode, and for some reason in your projector claiming to have our product, which you don't have any receipts for. Fernando, I can't wait to get you in front of a judge. I'm going to tell you that right now. I cannot wait to get you in front of a judge. The process server, I got 3 process servers. 2 of them are for the copyrights. The other one is for touching and making false comments about our stuff. He's going to reach out to your landlord. I don't care who he got to contact. Get him. I want you in court as fast as possible. Yeah. Like I told you, at the end of the day, I don't care who come get you, as long as they get you. We need to get you in court. This is going to be the last time that you get on camera And you talk about anybody's product, it's going to be for there we go. I think the first time that processor would come to his door, he didn't get it. You're going to get it this time, I guarantee you. What I got coming to your front door, you're definitely going to get it. Definitely going to understand it 100%. I don't know who's going to get there first. I don't care who gets there first, as long as they get there. Demonstrations. I can't wait to get his behind in the courtroom. Think he acting all smug and nasty, think he do what he want to do? I cannot wait. And I wish you would say in front of that judge, I'm not paying him nothing. I'll have sheriff's department and debt collectors at your front door to get what you owe me. Mind you, if you're getting paid under the table, so I told you, if you're getting paid under the table, they're going to know. They're definitely going to find out. They're going to find your employer. Got to garnish your paycheck, so they got to go through that too. If he's getting paid under the table, the person who's paying him is in trouble. None of my business at the end of the day, but he's going to be in trouble. A lot of trouble. I don't even need when you get that stack. Cannot wait, man. I can't wait. Alright. How far do we get? Wait, we gotta make sure we get this right. I don't want to miss it. Like, wait a minute, we overshot. Overshot by how much? Overshot. Nice. Jeez. Really? Be nice. Do not stop progress. Right, that's perfect. That's definitely perfect. Okay. And how am I going to do this with? That's easy. So what is it? 2, 3, 4. It's 4 going to be. We found out who Buddy Boy was. Buddy Boy's Mr. Williams. Oh yeah, we knew that. Yeah, we know. You're Buddy Boy. We know. We know exactly who you are. You use somebody's LinkedIn profile. Try to mask his identity. We know who you are. Now, I already filed the police report. This is what I'm doing tomorrow. Mr. Williams. What's the day? Make sure. We got to go to the post office. We have to file post office fraud charge against you tomorrow. So the docket number we got from the police department, we're going to add that in because we're building a case against you. This is all to get to your building, to let them know that, again, we follow these multiple agencies. But yeah, I have the docket number. That's done. I got to go to the police station. I have to go pick up um, the rest of the information from there, and then we have to go back and we have to file another report against you for committing fraud about being a minister. So your pictures and Facebook pictures were all scanned into the police system. You're in the system now. Good luck with that one. But I got to go and get that done. You got post office fraud, right? I got to walk up to the post office and take your letters over there. And we're going to file a complaint against you for basically using the United States Postal Service to commit fraud. If you come up with an idea by saying that, hey, it's not me, somebody else sent it, remember your fingerprints are on the inside, because we already lifted your prints the first time. Nobody lifted his prints. You got a copy of his fingerprints. You want to do a database on his stuff, as we found out that you got in trouble before with the law. So we'll go from there. But post office, let me see what time, what do we have right here? I might be able to do it today. I'm going to get all this as wrapped up as much as possible. Hopefully it's not Friday. We've got some time in here. Where's the dates mixed up? Wednesday. Perfect. All right. I'll do this now till I get this done now. And tomorrow I'll go to the post office and start getting ready for that. As a matter of fact, I need to pull the application up and start the process on that. And I have to go and get that taken care of. And get you all situated. I look forward to meeting you, Mr. Williams. I really do. I don't think it's going to be a nice, pleasant for you, but it's going to be pleasant for me. All right, now what do we got to do here? Let me see. It's at the top, not the bottom. All right, that's at the top, it's at the bottom. It's the bottom, not the top. Oh, it's not the top, not the bottom, not the top. Are we reaching out to your building again? But we're going to make sure we get this all taken care of so we can send them a nice police report and let them know we did contact Baltimore Police Department and basically sent over information to them to let them know that we have already begun the process of filing charges. So they know at the end of the day we're serious about this. Like I said before, landlord's reliable. But I don't want to go down that road. I'd rather just have you moved out of the building. That would make us happy. Get you out of that building. And get you arrested. Because you deserve to be arrested. Wait, if we do this at the bottom, then we have room for the top, don't we? Oh yes, forgot. You gotta go the other way. Okay, you almost messed up on that one. That one went well. Start from the bottom over here. Start from the bottom. Okay, we'll do that one. I let them know we're going to start the process of defamation. This is when you were showing my face off multiple times, slander, call me scammer. Remember on your YouTube channel? Yeah, I sent all that information over to them to let them know we are suing for defamation. So, if they don't do it, we're going to sue them. So, yeah. But I don't think we're going to have that problem. The people were very, very nice about it. They were very nice. I got a chance to talk to people in the low rises and the high rises about this individual. And they don't play around with that over there anyway. They're going to do what they have to do. I believe they're going to get it done. I believe we don't have to take it that far, which is good. And everything's been given to a lawyer, which I need them to give me that statement that it is going to an attorney, so we have it there showing that they are doing something about it. Because again, like I said, the last thing we're going to do is going to sue them. No, that's not necessary, but we're suing them, definitely. Ah, do we have enough room to reach this? We do not. All right, so I'm going to do it this way. Until then, we are having fun building a challenge. We do this stuff anyway. It's not about them. They think, oh, he's doing this because of a challenge. No, I've got to see myself. I got to see if we can do this. I'm in the verge of wanting to replace a TV. Do you have any idea what it takes to develop technology to be able to take out a TV. You got people sitting in these dark environments and put the TV in the same environment that the projector's in. You don't do it that way. You got to put your projection screen in the same environment that a TV sits in. That's how that works. I don't know who came up with that stupid idea. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer walking off from our house Christmas Eve. People said it all beneath the Santa. Isn't that it, one? Yeah, that's. I'll make it wider. Well, to make it wider, you can't make it higher. All right, we'll have to do it this way instead. I have to have it this way. It has to be wider this way. I have to do it this way. This has to be done this way. It's not going to work any other way. It has to be done this way. All right, so I'll do it that way instead. But we have to stabilize that metal too. Walking house on Christmas Eve. Man, you know different contraptions I have built to test out screens. I've done some crazy stuff, man. I built a ledge outside my window to stick a 1,000-lumen projector out there so the sunlight can kill off the lumen count before it can reach into a window and hit my screen. I've done some crazy stuff. That's the only way I can entertain myself. Can't cut corners. I can't do that fake stuff at the end of the day. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people do that mess. This way instead. Hey, come back here. This is much better. A lot of people do that crap. I couldn't do it. I'd be freaking scared to death. Somebody might turn the lights on in my demonstration and poof, the screen disappeared. I bet you they guard those light switches like there is no tomorrow. I bet when they go to expos, they guard those light switches like there's no tomorrow. Probably pre-rehearsed. Anybody comes and tell them don't touch the light switches. We got the environment rehearsed. I guarantee you. I'll be the one to touch the light switch. I know myself. But I wonder. It's supposed to be ambient light rejection screen, right? What's the problem? Why are you yelling at me? You said it's ambient light rejection, right? Okay then. Right in the demonstration, turn the lights on. I want to turn on the lights. Can you imagine that conversation in there? Being a fly on the wall here in that conversation. Somebody getting yelled at because they turned on the lights in the middle of an ambient light rejection demonstration. It'd be hilarious. Did anyone tell you to turn the lights on? No. I thought it's an ambient light rejection screen. Not at that level. You still have to be in a controlled environment. Now the screen's all washed out. No one's going to want to buy it. I've never read in any certified screen that claims to be ambient light rejection that you could use it for commercial. I've seen them used for commercial, but even the commercial environments are basically ambient light controlled. I'm like, how the fuck is that even working? How are we selling this? And then people accept it because you know why? Because that's supposed to be the normal. It's normal for you to be in the dark. It's normal for you to find your kids' Legos in the dark, walking around barefooted. It's all normal. Because you can't see Jack in there. That's why women don't want a projection screen in their home. You know why? Because it turns their beautiful living room that they decorated into a cave. They don't want it. I've had this conversation on so many levels, with so many levels, with so many couples. And the woman, the wife was actually contacting me, and I showed the demonstrations and everything. Okay, get my wife to contact you. Yeah, I'll show her. I'll show the demonstrations and everything. We can do they do a live stream, and I'll paint the screen, show them right there, the same product they're buying. Yep, with the lights on. Which when we get our showroom, we have that a lot. We're gonna have live cameras in there. You can actually watch everything. You're gonna put the naysale challenge. You get challenges every time. Challenges, challenge. I hate this guy and his freaking challenges, man. He gets on my freaking nerves. Challenge. And if you thought that what I'm building right now, I'm gonna challenge you on every level I can possibly think of. You have no idea the nightmares that's coming your way. Look at the nightmare I'm building for you. For us, it's fun. It's a nightmare for them. I'm going to challenge all screens. All screens. Those of you who have canceled out your businesses, those of you who have got out of the game, I know you feel relieved right now, don't you? I know you feel relieved. You do. It's kind of like going against us is like, get out of there. Going against us is like kind of like, you're going to war with my army. And you bring out your best soldiers. You bring out everything you got. Wait a minute, let me make sure we get this even. You bring out everything you got. Everything. The best of your best soldiers. Everything you got. And you swear them down. You got the advantage point. Until you realize those weren't our best soldiers that were fighting your best soldiers. Those are basically, at the end of the day, are beginners. You were struggling with the beginners, with your best soldiers. Then we bring out our best soldiers. That's when the sky goes all black and these giant walkers. You know, at the end of the day, you're just destroyed. You're done. You're done. You're just done. This mod is drop all your weapons and just surrender. We're going to crush you in the process. I mean, come on, I got a 50% nightmare over there. That screen is a nightmare to a gray screen. It'll discolor your screen. It draws everything out of a screen. It's like I've never seen anything like it. It is a nightmare for gray screens. It is. Or any screen that lays against it. Any screen. Matter of fact, I want to test against a black screen. That's surface over in Ireland. I want to see what it does to it. Because that thing draws the light out of anything. It's got vampire effect. It's crazy. It's crazy. I've never seen it. I told you, when you put that against these screens over here can blend into a gray screen's white level. But that thing over there, oh, it does something completely different. It can do it at 300 lumens with a halo system and still pull enough power to basically make our gray screen look unwatchable. I'm not talking about paint, I'm talking about certified. We had a dark certified, and it took to that. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you. It's interesting because most people, when they design screens, they're talking about, it's going to be an amazing screen, blah, 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 so they're interested in the money. I think the money for me is the conquering. That's what it's for me. Money's good. It's good to know, but it's for conquering for me. I'm the other way around. I like a challenge. I like to take down screens. So when I build my technology, I build it in two different ways. I build it, one, to take down other screens, and two, basically give the customers an amazing technology, but mostly take down screens. The Conqueror. Should I name that screen the Conqueror? The Conqueror? Should I name it the Conqueror? Because it conquers everything. And for people at the end of the day who are on my channel that are mad, the angry people that get angry at me at the end of the day, the naysayers come on and go, I hate him. I hate him so much. I hate him. Let me explain something to you. You're lucky you got out of the game. Because, man, I would have dropped your entire product line with that technology at 50%. I'd have ate through your stuff easily. I was shocked when I seen that. When I seen the snowstorm pop out, I was like, wait a minute. I'm expecting it to blend into it because that's what they usually do. It altered the color of that screen. We're gonna watch some more of it today. We definitely gotta watch some more today. It's amazing to watch. And that 15% conquer. But Goose Screen is the screen right now I have my eye on. I want to challenge Goose Screen. That means Danny, whatever paint you got left over there, I'm gonna get you to cancel out on the rest of those. I'm gonna have some people contact you and let you know that they're willing to buy whatever paint you have in your shopping cart. They'll tell you who it's for and who it's coming to and what screen you're going against. They're going to test you against. I expect you to cancel those states, and I expect for them to contact me back as Mr. Bird. We're unable to obtain the product due to the fact that our states were removed. I'm going to post that. Because keep in mind that Series C, that stuff turns gray. If it turns gray, oh, forget it. Lights out, people. Lights out. Lights out. They don't like me the fact that I'm having fun, I'm enjoying myself. Then while I'm building a screen, they put my screen up against the ceiling. Do I sound nervous to you? Do I sound nervous? Do I sound nervous? Do I sound nervous? No, I'm good. But you sound nervous when I basically put that order through and you see my name pop up with my address showing that I just purchased your product. I bet you must have had a small heart attack when that popped up, like, oh shoot. We gotta cancel the order. We can't let it go through. We can't let it go through. And I'm pretty sure your friends and families have seen my demonstration compared to yours. They're probably saying at the end of the day, well, this guy's talking all this nonsense. How about you bring a product back? Why did you cancel? They know about your cancellations. They're everywhere. Everybody knows about your cancellations. I'm pretty sure your family knows you canceled out and put my money back. So I'm pretty sure they asked you to bring it up. You probably forbid them to bring it up. Why'd you cancel? Why'd you give him back his money? If your product's so good. They got their own people questioning them. We know that from the door. Any one of your family members want to get back at you, they can buy one of our screens. There you go. Bam! Because they know he canceled it. It's all over Google. It's all over the place. He canceled out. And it shows him. Give him the money back. Could have kept it. You could have kept the money. But you didn't. You didn't keep the money because you couldn't. You couldn't bring your product over here because it was all the phony baloney and wouldn't have worked to begin with. Let's go set this up because I'm having fun. The closer we get to this line, the giddier I get. Ugh. See? I've got to have that freaking confidence, people. They need that confidence. Gonna get a new roof put on, right? You're paying the money. Roof is expensive, but we all know roofs are very expensive, right? They're very, very expensive to get a roof done. Would you want somebody to come up and say, well, you know, we do the roof. We'll set it up, put it up, you know, do the testing, and, you know, make sure the roof is foundation is strong. And what about your product? It works, you know. It works. Would you literally drop down that kind of money on somebody who's talking like that? I ain't. Someone's going to be like, yeah, we'll get the roof on, man. We do this. We put the ring studs on and everything. We put the galvanized screws in the whole 9 yards, man. We can hook this thing up, man. You could drop a meter from outer space and this sucker won't even buckle. I'm going with that person. That's a person that's excited about his job. That's a person who loves what he does at the end of the day. Come out there, it's lunchtime. That sucker's still up there working. He likes his job. He loves what he does. He takes pride in what he does at the end of the day. That's a person I'm going to bring back over and over again. And my brother needs a roof. I'm going to prefer him. That's the kind of people I do business with. Not somebody who's sitting there and sketchy doing their thumbs that they don't know whether or not it's going to work or not. We don't even know. We can't even tell you. I have faith in your work. Gotta get over here to this. There we go. Right in the same spot I gotta work at, right? That's you, Taco. That is you in a nutshell. In the same spot I gotta work at. He's always doing that. He's claiming his side of his lawn. It's small. So like, I'm in here building toys for myself. Because I like doing this kind of stuff. It's the same energy. If you watch me, when I did the sunbather, when I did the screen outside the window, oh man, I had a ball putting that thing together. When I built the entire stand to strap a 2600 lumen in eco mode to a side of a deck at 11 feet high and lay the screen flat to the ground, I built all that. Challenging myself, constantly challenging myself. Like I say, this guy's talking a lot of nonsense. You don't back it up. Don't want to call on my army at the end of the day. We'll show up. We'll be there. We will be there. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to sit there and watch your armies just rise over top the side of that hillside, and you're going to run out of that castle, disrobing, dropping your scepter, dropping your crown, running as fast as you possibly can. Shoot through one of those windows in the back, cover yourself and burl off in sackcloth, and hide among the peasants so we don't know you're there. That's what you're going to do. You didn't expect us to show up, did you? Oh, we were definitely going to show up. Why not? 3 days early. We're going to be there. Yep. We will definitely be there. Win or lose, we will be there. We do not care. But the army's more advanced than yours. We don't care. We'll show up. Because at least if I die in battle. I die with honors at the end of the day. It doesn't make a difference. I was there. Unlike not showing up at all. That makes you a coward. So, in the back of my mind, could it work? What if it doesn't work? What if the screen washes out? What if that happens at the end of the day? I'm excited about this. That makes me excited. What if that overpowers my screen and it doesn't allow it to work? What if that happens? What happens? It's exciting. See, you guys are scared of that. That terrifies you. Have a light on, your screen washes out. Because in the back of your mind, you always have to make your product like something that is not. This is how you find out how your product works. It's where you get information from. You learn from this. It's a learning experience. Man, we're going to need more light. I swear, if this thing absorbs that light that close, we're literally going to bring in more light. We're going to need a bigger halo system. We're going to bring in a bigger halo system. 24, I think it's 6,000 for each one of those. Gee whiz, I just thought about that. So basically, the fluorescent lights, that's why I'm getting the headaches all day in here. The fluorescent lights are 6,000. It's 6,000 per square. So that means the lights that we have inside the light are 6,000. That's why they're so bright. There's 6,000 per each line. 2 of them in there are 24. Good gracious, that's crazy. They're not 3,000 a piece. They're 6,000 a piece. Oh, this is insane. All right, we're on a quest to build the ultimate lighted halo system. Well, of course, we got to do this first at the end of the day. But this is what I want to do when I go to different sites and stuff. I want to have my screen set up with halo systems in it and tons of light on top of the screen. Can you imagine going to a show booth and seeing a show booth with this much lighting in the environment? How amazing that would be. How amazing that would be. Come on, people, you got to share my dream. Naysayers don't share my dream. They hate my dream. You know why? Because that means they got to work harder to catch up with me. Oh, naysayer. Why do you cry so much? Why do you cry so much? Why? Oh, man, this is going to be fun. I got to get plenty of pictures for this, too. I swear, I can't wait to get the electrician in here. When we get the electrician for the warehouse, I'm going to build the most crazy freaking light lit systems you've ever seen in your entire life, man. It's going to be amazing, man. I can't wait. Because this technology at 100%, we're going to need some really powerful, well-lit environments to run this thing in. You know? Until then, they say, it'll be your challenge. Complete no challenge, naysayer. Naysayer. And meanwhile, they hit my guts, which I don't care. Once again, you're going to back it up, pack it up. We're going to back it up. Going to pack it up. Oops, sorry about that, Wood. Why not? Good toy. see he's crossing his fingers like, I hope it fails. I hope it fails and we can shut him up for once. I hope it fails. Who knows? It may not. We don't know. But this makes it exciting. How about you do me one? How about they'll take those expensive projectors, like, matter of fact, forget it. Take the screen and put it over by the window, right in the center of it. So it's sticking this way, right in the center of the window, that light sitting all around it. Get yourself a couple of lamps, stick it right next to the screen, and show me a star field. Because I can show you white levels on here. Easy. Can we get that? Can we get that shot? Can we get it? Okay. Now, for those you're saying, but you're supposed to be selling product to your customer. I am. My customer watching me crush the competition like crazy every day. More customers contact me and say, man, Mr. Bird, I see the demonstrations you do are freaking insane. Like, they can't keep up with you. They know. You ever heard a song called Follow Leader by Eric B. and Rakim? But at the end he talks about basically he couldn't follow me, so I drug him. I'm about to drag you. Big time. Mind you, that quantum technology you talked all that trash about, you got 4 of those to make. Leave it alone. Now, you got 4 of those to make. They're colored. Get that done. All tests to back it up. If you don't, and I've got you talking trash about that technology, saying it's a scam, I'm going to sue you in court. There's consequences for not doing the challenges. Let's get to work. Get it done. I'm going to sue you. So then, where's your lawyers at? Here's if you contact me. People. Do you see the madness already? Do you see the madness already? Naysayer, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Because these are going to be blasted everywhere. I'm going to put you on blast. I'm going to put your names out there. We request, you challenge, you get it done. You got 3 days to complete it. Get it done. I'm excited. I always get like this when I have to challenge myself. And I'm giddy as a schoolgirl. I think I'm crying. I'm sure I think I am. Hold on. Yeah, I'm crying. I'm so happy. All right, let me see. We need extenders for this one because there can be to reach the light way over there. So there can be extenders for that. So these are the extenders. Well, we can attach to this thing? Well, we're attached to it. Good. All right. That was crazy. I love doing these demonstrations. I'm telling you, I love this. This is where you get the excitement, man. Excitement. All right. We got a challenge. Sorry, man, you're my spot. I know I'm your spot. I'm sorry. Okay, now. We're in the other box. In your box. You've been that one in a while. Other box. All right, let's learn to relax your people. We're excited. We're excited. We're excited. We're excited. We're excited. We're excited. Don't deny me. Come on, I got you. Don't deny me. There we go. That's what I'm talking You gotta be over the light. Over the light. Oh, that's just peachy. Sorry about that. I'll get that up in a few minutes. Alright. So put this in the work. We're going to use the big tabs instead. Just turn the knife. I think it's laying toward here, pushing out this way. So we're definitely going to get something to put underneath this. Push it back a little bit. We're definitely going to need these because we don't need cushions, and these cushions don't want everything so flat. Get up a little bit. Alright, that's better. That's much better. Okay, cool. Over here. This one there. This one here. Alright, that's more stable than the other ones. Okay, definitely more stable. Alright, now, next stage. Let's get this buckled out so I can basically this tab on here. So that's one. And where's the soda? So you can see this invisible soda. Oh, you're just gonna fight me, aren't you? It's gonna fight me a bit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the big tabs in. Then it's fighting a bit, so let's put the big tabs on. Come on, get here. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. We're getting this done. Get this done. Alright. That's one with the big tabs. Let's get this other one done. We're faulting a little bit, but we're going to get it done. Of course, topless fish is right in the way for me. This is always in the way for me. Alright. So make sure this is inside and it's be all the way in. Oh, that's tight. I'm trying to get this just right the way I want it because I'm a perfectionist. Got it just right. Come on, do nice. All the way out, all the way out, all the way out. Come on. Outside, everything's on the outside. I'm a happy camper. Whew! I thought there was some neck pain within the day. Man, the things I gotta do, boy, I tell you on camera is insane. Man, at least we get the work done, right? I tell you one thing, I get on camera, I have my fun. Now I say, oh, he talks a lot of trash at the end of the day. I back up everything I say at the end of the day. What are you talking about? You guys don't back it up. But since you made that statement about how I make all this talking about anything up, you're going to back this one up 100%. And I'm going to count you on this every single day until we hit that courtroom. I'm going to remind you. I'm going to remind everybody everywhere. Even when I'm on site, I'm going to put out shouts for you. See how much light that's slamming that? Let's watch the lights up for a minute. See how much the light's hitting that? So since you said I talk so much, well, now you're going to do this. I gave you an insane challenge. Could be worse. You could be taking in direct light, sunlight at 50 lumens. So I am a nice person in the day. So let's get this done. Look, they're nervous already. We got the light chitty chitty bang bang. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Yeah. Now how do you get this up? I wonder how far this is going to lift up. But oh, you chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. Hey ho, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty. Remember that joint with Ace Van Dora where he wrecked that truck? Yep. That's when we come up in your driveway. The freak was that? Park the truck upside down. I don't even care. Just walk out. Airbags go off after Marvin. It's like, your truck's outside. I just parked it upside down in the driveway, vertical. Upside down vertical. That's crazy. That's the same bad as we do. All right, let me see. We need something to put this thing on. So most likely, I'm going to use my other projector and put it on top of this one we just repaired. We had to take out the lamp on this one and put it out because it wouldn't come out. So I had to cut it out. Cut it out. Oh, I've made up on the. So let's get this right here. This projector has basically, gotta get it there. I wonder if this is going to do it. I don't want to slide off and break my other projector. You're going to look at this and go, my goodness, what kind of projector is that? So regular projector, I'm just using the other one so I can push it up high enough to hit that thing. Because that's up there, people. It's up there. All right. Let's turn on the projector. I would say this is one of the most other insane things I have done with projection screen setups. So I've done some crazy stuff. We got this section on our page called Wild Cards. It's where I do all crazy stuff. This is going in there today. We didn't come close to hitting this thing. Like, we're right there. We're hitting the box. We're not even close enough to that. Okay. Straight moment. Oh, I got something that might work. I got something different. Oh, no, they're right there. Look, listen, we got them right there. What are you up to? Get out of there. Don't go like this, Sherlock. Don't do that, please, okay? Be nice. Don't be a jerk. I told you before, the world is full of jerks. Don't be one. This is going to be a bit challenging for us. Let's try this. No, that's not even going to work. I'm going to have to build something for this. Definitely. And I've got the cord right now fighting me. At the same time, does not want to work with me. Come on, cord. Really? Do you want all this cord? I got like 12 feet of cord. That's the one place you choose to be at? Really? What we gotta do, man, to get things done. Not enough. It's not high enough. Alright. Alright, we gotta think here. Let's think. It's not high enough. So we need something bigger. What do we have here that's bigger that would fit to get that done? Oh shoot, I forgot I had that. Alright. Let's try you. Hopefully you're wide enough. You should be wide enough. The cord doesn't stop playing with me. Get away from that. You're wide enough to hit both. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let me see what we got to do here. Whew. Well, That took some work. Oh, you, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. Hey ho. And then I had to go through all that. Look at that. Bring the dream to life. We have to turn the lights on now. Let's see what happens. I'm curious myself too. Oh yeah! All right, naysayer. You've got your challenge. 24,000 LED lights, including a 6,000 lumen light or 2,500 lumen projector in equal mode. So guess what? You're gonna have to get it done. Get it done. It's like, who does crazy stuff like that? We do, apparently. You know why? Because we like to be challenged. We like to be challenged. Bang bang, chitty bang bang. Chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang. Whew. Now, if you're talking about the whole black area, it's all our coating. That entire frame is coated in my screen paint. That's all quasar and quantum technology up there. We use quasar or quantum. We use one of them to actually build the frame with. But yeah, majority of the screen, everything furniture you see here, it's all coated in screen paint. Because if we map the area out, we have to be to map the area. I'm going to be to map all the furniture, everything in here to dance. So what we're doing in here, we're going to bring the office to life with the mapping technology. So that's why all the boxes in here are painted with screen paint, so we can make everything here dance. Bam, 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 bam. So we were like, wait a minute, but the regular paint's matching. We've done black on black demonstrations. I have more than they do. So before you confuse me, get yours done. Giddy up. You know, right now they're thinking at the end of the day, like, darn him, darn him, darn him. Why does he talk it? I'm talking it, but I back it up. Did I not back it up? Did I not? Did I not back it up? Did I not back it up? Did I not do what I said I was going to do? All right then. All right then. So if we're going to court, I'm taking you to court, and you made a false statement about my product not working, it's over for you. Do you understand that? You're going to lose everything in that courtroom. Everything. I hope you understand what you're about to do to yourself, okay? Just want you to know that. I'm going to crush you in that courtroom. You have no idea how powerful these screens are. You ever show you a demonstration like this before? Never have we? No. This technology can do things that other screens couldn't even begin to even think about. That's 24,000 lumens of light striking this screen. Mind you, these are invisibles. Lights passing back and forth to the screen at a massive rate. And including that with the 6,000 lumen halo system in the middle of it. Oh yeah, baby. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? So, when people sit there and say, you guys consider yourself to be experts in ambient light rejection technology, we are experts in ambient light. That's why we do this crazy stuff. Walking in the rain and the snow, and there's no place to go, and you feel a part of you was really dying. If you know that song, then you lived in a good era. Push that fish tank in there. Boom! Look at that. No fade, no washout, no discoloration. So, not just the naysayers right now, but to anyone who calls himself having an ambient light rejection screen on YouTube right now, sitting in some ambient light controlled dark environment. I don't care if you're an influencer at the end of the day. I don't care what you are at the end of the day. You have lied. You do not possess ambient light rejection capabilities. This is ambient light rejection capabilities. Yeah, all you big companies out there. It's for all you. Shout out to all you big companies out there who claim you have these ambient light. You don't have it at all. Period. Test it yourself. I know what it does. You don't have it. That's why you're in these controlled environments. Trying to convince people that your stuff actually works when it doesn't. Alright, this is fun. Oh. The stuff that I do to challenge myself, it scares me. There's no end. You just 15% technology. The same technology that made a 1050 graphic card and a 720p projector. Like, it's absolutely insane. We can literally replace TVs now. Replace a TV. Imagine that. We worked that hard to reach that plateau. I remember the first time I saw an OLED. I said, one day we're going to have a technology better than OLED. And that technology is only 15%, and it can do that. 15%. So people, you don't understand this. When you come to my channel, you're witnessing history. You are. When I pass off this earth, people will be talking about this technology. And people say, well, I was in the forum site. I was in there with them on YouTube, live stream. This guy was doing all these crazy demonstrations. I know that guy, yeah. Yep. So we did the demonstrations that no one else wants to do. We push the envelope. That's what we do. And this is a technology that's being engineered and designed that anyone can afford. That really hurts the big companies. They don't like that. Yep, anyone can afford it. A kid with a paper route can afford this technology. The average screen size that we have for this, yeah, we're going to be bringing the prices down on these things. I want it so we have the most affordable technology on the planet, that we can conquer any screen we go against, have the best and most advanced, but actually cost super cheap, that anybody can have it. Why make it so only rich people can have it? I can't. I don't like it. I don't like it at the end of the day where somebody basically, I understand they worked hard, some people earned it, some people were born whatever, but at the end of the day, everybody deserves to have something nice. Why do you have to blow your whole entire income tax check on a freaking screen at the end of the day to get only half of what it can do? Faulty grade products out there not doing their job correctly. If you're out there selling a great screen paint and you're telling the truth at the end of the day, then good for you. But you're out there lying like some of these idiots I've run across at the end of the day, no, you should not be doing that. Powered by God's technology. We just had that conversation, did we not? We just had that conversation about these people who sit there and say how my products are all these things. And look how advanced our technology has become. We haven't hit a 50% mark on this thing yet. It scares me what it's going to be able to do. I can stick it anywhere. 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 Hospitals, schools, whatever. Doesn't make a difference. It's not affected. $50 projectors. They run the technology. Less than that. Something less than that. Cool. Most people looking at this from my point of view would think, oh, we're going to be super, super rich. We're going to have more money than everybody else, better cars, this, that, and that. And what's going to be to basically cost us at the end of the day. My mind doesn't function at that level. What I see on the end is a technology designed to conquer other screens. That's what I see. I see a technology at the end of the day that we can get millions of dollars out of to be able to fund our organization and what we need to help other people out. That's why I sat there and said, Naysayer, at the end of the day, you serve the devil. You shouldn't, but you do. All your efforts have been for nothing at all. all your efforts, all your statements have been for absolutely nothing. The faith that I put into my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is why we have that technology standing before us right now. When we put on our website, Powered by God's Technology, you're seeing it right there. It's going to break a lot of ground within the day. And everyone is going to know. I don't care where you're at, you're going to know whether you like it or not. Now that technology comes from God. If you don't like it, run, devil, run. Because it's going to be plastered on everything. When I went down to get that information for our technology about basically them helping us get our technology to the next level, God was a Christian. Yeah, praise the Lord. We gave all glory to God. We're going to continue to rise. We're going to continue to develop the most advanced technology and do it where everybody can afford it. And any of our enemies that stand in our way, we'll have to go through God first. And I guarantee you, we'll be victorious every single time. Look at all they tried. And look what we had. Remember that statement that Jamie said about the garage? Oh, look, everything he had. All that work he did came down to that. Came down to what? Your website is shut down. And I have technology now at this advanced level. Be careful about the things you say. So then, customer. You're going to be able to enjoy your projector. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Dark environments, as you can see right there. Yep. Finally get what you paid for. Alright people, I got some short videos to do. Some demonstrations to show off pretty soon. And thank my Lord for blessing us to get this far. Hope you enjoyed. Gotta go. Thank you all and God bless. Alright, gotta go.